YouTube, it is I, Karma, coming to a little 1v1 action at a total Brohammer here. I am the head of the Exiles of Nehek, and my boy GHK, your boy GHK, a man of the people truly, against Iron the Wolf and the High Elves. This is a fun one. I thought it would be a terrible one when I first started playing it, but it ends up being really fun. So yeah, bear with me here. So yeah, GHK sighting, that's always a good time. The guy is a true patriot. I'm not really sure that anyone has a place in my heart like GHK does. I thought Eleanor might take it, but no, I think GHK is still my guy. He's got such, janky teeth and just an absolute little, a real trooper. I mean, can we all just take a moment and acknowledge the beauty that is GHK with his flying scarabs, his pimp casket, and his he's got the Roomba he's going, and he's just cleaning up. He cleans up souls, but really he cleans up our hearts. He really sucks up my heart at least. But yeah, he's beautiful. So what do I got here? I love my GHK. So what do I have here? It's pretty standard. What do I call them? Two pinky build for me. So I have some spearmen, 2 or 3. Yeah, I've got 4 spearmen. One of them Nehek, I'm sure. Yeah, King Nehek's. I've got some skeleton warriors, the Kepler Guard, the skeleton warriors over here, some Tomb Guard with halberds, the Blessed Legion of Fucked, alongside the Tomb Prince, another regular skeleton archer, and a Bone Gigante. So that's what I'm going with here. So pretty standard. I like the Bone Giant. I said before, he's a really good unit. Probably a little too good. Probably could use a little bit of a nerf. Because you just put him in the back here, and basically any skirmisher cav they bring in here is going to get crushed by him. And he's got that anti-large, crazy laser-seeking missiles. Like, he's just an absolute beast, as you would expect. He does look like King Kong, which is quite cool. I sent off a laser beam here. That was a mistake. I think I just took him off Firewall at that point. So my opponent here is being a little sneaky boy. I'm being a little sneaky boy too. So I have a Tomb Scorpion in the woods here. I was trying to be a sneaky boy. My opponent was being a sneaky boy. So what do I mean by sneaky boy? He's got his whole army over here, but he makes me think that his army's over here. He's got 1 spearman here. He's got some Techless over here. He's got some Illyrian Reavers over here. He's got a Fire Phoenix over here. So he's been a very, very sneaky boy. And at first I was really pissed because, like, oh, come on, engage me, bro. I have all this artillery. Like, I shouldn't have to move. You should have to move. Sort of how the game's played. But he sort of outweights me, and I just get kind of bored. Comes in with Techless, and I'm going to shoot Techless, get a light laser beam on him. Of course, you can't heal that up with Potion of Chiroi, but, whatever. And might as well do some damage while we can. And that's just a wicked shot from the Bone Giant, the ace archer that he is. I was firing at this Phoenix for a bit, but he was dodging, and I was like, why waste my ammo? So I started moving up here, and the Sneaky Boy is going to pop his Sneaky Boy trap at some point. He's going to see that I'm moving away from this contingent, and then it's when he pops his trap. So the Sneaky Boy is trying to get me out of sorts, and it actually does work, because he's moved these Illyrian archers, or Illyrian Reavers into the back line here. He's brought this army out here, so it's forced me to sort of readjust, and he's going to drop some fire bombs here. So very, very smart play by my opponent. I like this a lot. Again, I wasn't happy with him, because for 3 minutes I was just like, come on, dude, come at me. But he was not, so I have to really reorganize my army in a quick manner, which isn't always the easiest thing, especially with the sometimes janky UI that is Warhammer. But we are going to get some laser beams here. We're going to get a nice shot, I think, and we just missed, unfortunately, because that would have been devastating. So we are going to start firing at those guys, though. Of course, they are a very dangerous unit, the Fireborn, but we are going to get a Bone Giant here and just wipe out 4 units in 1 shot. I mean, that's crazy, especially for a unit like this. I mean, that's 4 dead Fireborn, and if you guys saw my video a few days ago, probably gonna be a week ago at this point, but I love me some Fireborn. So this is just sad. This is pure, just carnage wreaked on. One of the coolest units in the game right now. So yeah, that's just terrible. Almost 10% of their unit wiped out in a single shot. That's pretty brutal. So the Bone Giant ain't no joke, guys. The Bone Giant don't stop. So we're going to get some shots on the Flame Virus Phoenix, but whatever, it's not the end of the world. He's going to start firing this guy, the Eagle Claw Blothor, into my Bone Giant. It's a good move. I'm going to move some Skeleton Spearmen onto this flank, because I know there are indeed cav over there. What I don't know is that these Illyrian Reavers are there. So while I'm focusing on this direction and trying to laser beam these guys to death, I'm going to fire this thing in there and get just a solid miss. If that had been a few meters below, we would have devastated that unit. That would be killer, killer, killer. We are going to get some shots onto the Spearmen. Not the best move. We are going to move these guys around to try and protect my back line. Of course, I had to bring my Tomb Scorpion out of the Sneaky Boy Woods because I thought I was going to have to move up. I probably shouldn't be shooting at these guys. It's probably just a waste of ammo, but whatever. I'm going to pull these Skeleton Spearmen back and try and get these Skeleton Warriors in there because that's just a better engagement for them. Why bother wasting my Spearmen when I can just kill them with Warriors? And they're both going to be mucked up in there and, yeah, hopefully do some damage. My opponent, meanwhile, is being, like I said, he's being a very sneaky boy. I've said that like 8 times now. I'm not going to say that again. But he's trying to get in the back line here. He's trying to use his Phoenix to distract me. And he's going to try and come down and hunt our boy GHK, which I do not appreciate. And he's going to do some laser beams. GHK did get a laser beam in there. That would do some crazy damage to the Sister of Avalon. And he's going to try and take down GHK. But GHK is no punk. He's gonna get out of there. We're going to hit him with the Tomb Prince. So he's going to do a lot of damage there. We're going to have the Spearmen come in here. And we're going to sort of protect GHK, but while he does that little feint, he's going to come in here and attack my my Skeleton Archers, which I don't see. They just sort of run into the Tomb Scorpion, and it's going to do some serious damage to them, and then we're going to collapse from all sides on him. So that's not the best. It wasn't the best move, but it was a very smart move, very, very intelligent play. Just didn't work out. I thought these guys were Silverhounds, so I slowed them down with Usurian's incantation, but it was probably a waste. I should have saved that to do on these guys. Oh well. We're going to see a nice, I don't know what's coming down here. That stupid spell, whatever that one's called. Firebird monster attack. That's almost certainly not what it's called, but it does do some good damage. It's very slow and easy to charge, or easy to dodge. We got a nice hit on the Flaming Riders Phoenix with our Tomb Prince. We're going to start counter-firing into a Sister of Avalorn. Over here, we're trying to put some damage on his Cav, but we're going to have to realign our forces here. We don't want to be chasing them too far. We're going to get the Kepler Guard into these guys. We're going to keep pushing them, but they do get caught up, unfortunately, on the Spearmen. I was telling them to charge over here, but they do get caught up a little bit. And they're going to just absolutely melt my Kepler Guard. But the good thing is, we do have some spells coming in. There comes a spell, going to do some big damage to them, which is big for us. They do have this, of course, they have a Noble too, which is worth bear mentioning. So they do have a Noble, and he's charging in here, trying to do some damage with the Fireborn and the Illyrian Reavers. Meanwhile, this front line is getting punished with our archers, and he's still trying to shoot down the Bone Giant, or GHK. So he's going to come in and get GHK. He's cast a net somewhere, and I think that's going to be it for GHK. He cannot stand up to that Withering Fire. Although he's doing okay. I think I cast, Neru's of Protection, so that's going to be okay on him. And I want to try and just get as many spells off as I can. He's actually surviving pretty well, all things considered. We do bring in the Tomb Scorpion, which can do some good damage to these Fireborn. The Tomb Scorpion is a very, very OP unit right now. It's so good. And you can see they're taking a lot of damage in this. So that while this move was good to get rid of GHK, he's losing a lot of Fireborn in the process. And now they're sort of surrounded by Tomb Guard with Halberds. They're surrounded by a Tomb Scorpion. They do manage to kill GHK. But they're going to take a lot... Oh, point blank fire from the Bone Giant. So yeah, definitely... I mean, you could argue it was worth it or not, but... Because that was his one great unit that he really needed to keep survive, to have survive here, rather, to sort of do the damage he needs to do to my infantry corps. But getting rid of GHK was, it was definitely a risk, and I think, there could be discussion whether it was worth it or not. But as they're running away, we're going to get some more shots to their back. Another 2 units down, 2 models, rather. We were able to get rid of these Sister of Avalorn. Fortunately, of course, GHK is dead. Let's see his corpse. Where is it? Oh, man. That's sad. I mean, at least the Roomba remains, but it is cracked. It is destroyed. It's really, I mean, truly a shame, because GHK is a beautiful, beautiful... I was going to say, man, he's a beautiful mummy. He didn't deserve to go like that. But we're going to get some good damage on this Fireborn again. A nice shot in there, but he does dodge it. So it was a really adept dodge from my opponent. He's going to start firing the multi-shot from this Bolt Thrower. These guys are very, very healthy, so they can still do a lot of damage to this Tomb Prince. So my opponent, he's not in the worst shape, but he's just not in the best shape either. I do have some Tomb Guard with Halberds here I forgot about. He's going to do a nice charge in here, but we're going to do... Oh, he stops him from firing with Teclis. A great play from my opponent here. He's able to prevent the fire, but I'm going to get these Tomb Guard in here with Halberds to prevent the charge, or at least to prevent some of the charge. And, yeah, they don't want to get too involved in there. And then the the Bone Giant's going to try and do some damage back to Teclis, but Teclis has pretty decent stats. 40, it's not terrible. I'm going to try firing again, but he's going to be stopped by Teclis, unfortunately. But how he's firing, I don't know. He's going a little crazy. He's going to stomp on some Fireborn, but they're going to do some good damage, try and get back here. And we were able to make them rampage with his ability, whatever it's called, the Curse of Jaff. So now they're in real trouble here because they are weakened, and they're fighting Tomb Guards with Halberds, so not a good place for them at all. And actually Teclis is rampage as well, so can't cast spells. So that's going to be really the end of the Fireborn there, unfortunately. And we all know how much I love me some Fireborn. So that's also sad. So a lot of units I love I'm seeing go down in this match. So kind of a depressing match for Sakarma. But yeah, so the Fireborn have lost a ton of units at this point, a ton of models rather. And they just keep dropping and dropping. Now they're at 8, and they're going to go down to 7. And we've seen what Fireborn can do with 1 or 2 models, but yeah, that's going to be it for them. And then I summon up these Ushabti just to get, basically just to finish them. I want these guys just gone off the field. They're the most dangerous unit for me. In retrospect, I probably could have summoned the Ushabti over here, but I had this Tomb Scorpion over here, and he's going to be able to clean up. Those are Illyrian Reavers. This Noble is fighting the Skeleton Archers while he's getting shot to shit by the Blessed Legion, so that's fine with me. My Bone Giant's still very healthy. That's the last shot from the Evil Claw Blow Thrower. We have a ton of Halberds with shields here, and yeah, there's not a whole lot my opponent can do. He's lost his Fireborn, he's lost his Sister of Avalorn. The main killing power of his army's gone. All he really has left is his Noble and Teclis, and there's just not enough here. He's going to get the, what's that spell called? The Final, no, what's it? God damn it. It's a high magic spell, but it's a bound one for Teclis. What's it called again? I forget it. What is it? Bound Fiery Convocation. Fiery Convocation, that's right, that's what it's called. So he does some good damage, but not enough, and yeah, I mean, at this point you can see which way the battle's going. So we're just going to clean up a lot of his units. He's going to try and run and kill these Kepler Guard, but not a lot they can do. And then I just have the Bone Giant here, just, you know, boning his troops as we can. With our crazy range and good damage, and we have even the Tomb King. The Tomb Prince survives, so he's going to assume the GHK mantle, hopefully go and fix the Roomba, and he himself will rise again as an even more powerful GHK, and that will be a victory for the Exiles of Nehek and Sakarma. So GG to my opponent, Iron Wolf, Sneaki Boi. Okay, last time I'll say it. Yeah, I like this. I mean, again, like I said at the beginning, I thought it was going to be a really annoying match to play. I thought he was just going to wait me out, and I was like, what's going on here? But it really had a lot of strategy to it, so I really enjoyed it. I think the build is definitely not bad. It's just the problem with the way he came at me is that it was weak in the front, so we were able to get rid of the Sister of Avalorn, and he didn't get enough use out of his Flamefire Phoenix, I don't think. Other than that, a really, really good build. I like his aggressive hunting of GHK. That's the problem with GHK, is he will be hunted down. He just can't survive for very long in melee at all, especially on the Roomba. So GHK is you know, he's not survivable, the most survivable lord, but he is a beautiful man. And the Bone Giant, of course, is a dangerous unit to the Fireborn, and pretty much everything on the High Elf roster is going to suffer from the Bone Giant, because he's just so tough to beat. You really need the Fireborn to deal with him, or a Noble, and even then he'll give it back just as good as he gets, while also being able to fire, you know, pretty much across the field. He's a very, very good unit. Probably could use a little bit of nerf. So could the Tomb Scorpion. The Bow Shop, you definitely could use a nerf, but everything else on the Tomb Kings, I think, is in the right place. I think their infantry is probably where it should be. It's maybe a little bit too effective, but it's quite good. I think that, you know, it gives you more of an option besides just, you know, big construct builds. Because I rarely bring more than 1 or 2 constructs, and I think that's the best way to play them and the most fun way to play them. And I would even argue the most competitive. I mean, yeah, Tomb Scorpions definitely are too cheap. They need to be like 1200, 1300, or they need a significant nerf. And Bone Giant should be 1800, or they need a bit of a nerf. But yeah, other than that, still fun faction, fun game. Thank you, Iron Wolf, for a fun little battle, and hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you around the bend.